Happy birthday, Jackson.
That's right, it's my grandson's birthday. Happy birthday, Jackson. Catch some clips from the birthday party towards the end of this video.
Alright guys, as I told y'all the other day, I have another birthday special. This one's kind of special, just like Thursday was special with my lovely wife's birthday. This one is my first grandkid's birthday, as I told y'all on Thursday. So we're gonna make him what I'm calling birthday blocks. It's a birthday cake, but they're not gonna be building blocks. I haven't made this before, so I'm hoping it turns out good for him. And like I said, I'm not very good at baking, but it seems to me that I've been doing a lot of baking videos lately. Maybe I'm trying to get better at baking. So, with that said, let's get started on these birthday blocks. So first of all, in our bowl here, guys, we have 3 cups of all-purpose flour. We're gonna add 3 cups of sugar, 1.5 cups of cocoa powder, because I wanted this to be a chocolate cake, guys. Of course, chocolate, that's the way to go. So we've got those. Let's get the rest of our dry ingredients in. We have a tablespoon of baking soda. We have 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder and 1.5 teaspoons of salt. Now we're just going to do a quick mix on these just to get it combined. This is our dry ingredients. If you've seen any of my baking shows so far, we got to mix the dry ingredients, got to do the wet, and then we combine them all together. So let's get this dry ingredients combined. Alright guys, we're on to our wet ingredients. So first of all, we need eggs. Now a trick, a lot of people will crack the egg over the bowl, but I like to actually use another egg to crack an egg. So let's get that. There's 1 egg. Just makes it quick and easy to just crack with another egg. Well, that one didn't want to be quick and easy. There we go. So,
now what are you gonna do?
I'm out of eggs to crack this one. I guess we do have to crack with the bowl on that one. See? So much harder when you crack on the bowl. So we got our 4 eggs, guys. Get the rest of our wet ingredients. Alright, so we got our 4 eggs, guys. So we'll get those in our bowl. We're also going to add 1.5 cups of buttermilk. So we'll get that added in there. And then guys, we are actually going to do 1.5 cups of warm water. So I didn't want the water to get cold while I was getting set up. So I'm getting my warm water right now from the sink. What did I tell y'all guys? I say 1.5 cups. So 1.5 cups of warm water. Get that in there. We also have 1.5 cups of vegetable oil. So we'll get that in there. And 2 teaspoons, guys, of vanilla extract. So we got those in there. I got my electric mixer. Let's get this whipped up. Alright guys, can you guess what's next? We mix the wet ingredient, we mix the dry ingredients, we mix the wet ingredients. Now we get to combine. So we're just gonna get our wet ingredients poured right into with our dry. And we're just gonna mix this up, guys, till it's nicely incorporated. We don't want to overmix, just like we did on the cakes. We just want to get it so the flour is incorporated do not want to overmix, guys. Okay, good, that's starting to look. Almost got all the flour incorporated. Scrape the sides, make sure we get all that. You want to get it all incorporated because you don't want to have lumps of flour in your cake. That's looking good. It's going to be a little lumpy still, but that's about where we want it, guys. Alright guys, so you might be asking, how am I going to make these into building block size dills? Well, actually, what I got, guys, is a mini loaf pan. So we're going to put our batter in this mini loaf pan, and then once it's cooked and cooled completely, we're actually going to cut each in half so it's about building block size. So first of all, we got to get our loaf pan, got to spray each well. So then we're going to take our batter, just want to fill each well about halfway. A little bit more than that, so we'll get all these filled. Guys, after we get them filled, I was supposed to put that in the other one. Oh well. Guys, we'll get these filled. I've got my oven preheated to 350 degrees. They're going to cook probably about 15 to 20 minutes, guys. You know the trick with that toothpick. That's how we'll know if they're done. Toothpick comes out clean at the end. They'll be done. Alright guys, you might not believe it. It's still dark outside, but it is morning time now. Gotta get the rest of it, gotta get these cakes done. So I got all of them made up last night. It's time to get them ready for frosting and decorating. So like I said, guys, we are going to cut each of the mini loaves in half. And I'm gonna go ahead and lay this on its side. It's not gonna be perfect, like I said, I'm not much of a baker. It's gonna have the sides are gonna be beveled out a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and also cut the top off. So we're gonna get the cut top. I must still be tired, I can't even talk right. So we're gonna cut the top off. We cut each side, cut each in half. I find it was easier to actually cut the top off after you cut them in half. Guys, there's some extra stuff for us. You know, birthday kid can't have all the fun with the cake. So we got these cut in half. I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of these done up, and we'll get to making the frosting. Alright guys, I've got all my cakes cut. So now we gotta make the frosting. So in our bowl here, we've got 3 cups of powdered sugar. To it, we're gonna add 1/3 of a cup of softened butter. Now guys, the trick I have, if you just now pulled your butter out the fridge and it's obviously not softened because it's been in the fridge, we have this trusty thing called a microwave. However, have you ever tried to soften butter in a microwave? If you use the cook setting, sometimes it'll explode on you. So I actually, this trick I use the defrost setting, and that way it doesn't quite explode, but it still makes it soft. So we're gonna go ahead and get our 1/3 of a cup of butter in our powdered sugar. So we're gonna mix this at low speed just until it's incorporated completely. Alright guys, now you might be thinking, that doesn't look very much like a frosting. Well, we still got a couple other ingredients we got to add to it. So we got 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And here's where it's going to take a little tweaking to get it right. So we're going to start off with 1 tablespoon of milk. Might have to add a little more. We're just going to see. Go ahead and get our mixer going again. Alright, it's starting to look a little more like frosting. It's still a little thick. So here's where you can adjust it a little bit. If it's too thick, you can add a little bit more milk. If you get it too thin, just add a little bit more powdered sugar. So I'm going to go ahead and add another tablespoon of milk, and we'll mix this up and see how it looks after that. It's starting to look a little better. It's thinned out some. So we're gonna go ahead and take this. Now I can tell you guys by my just looking at how many cakes I've got over there, not sure if this is gonna be enough frosting, but we're gonna go ahead and get frosting, and if we need to make more, we'll make another batch. All right guys, we've got all of our cakes lined up here. We've got our frosting. Gonna just take a spoon. We're just gonna spoon it on. This is where I don't do as good on the baking part. The decoration is not my strong suit for sure. So we're just gonna take our frosting. I'm actually going to grab a knife, guys. So we're just going to frost. It's a little trickier since I'm actually holding it. So we'll go ahead and get it set down on our other little platter here. And spread this frosting around. Yeah, when it's a whole cake, it's a lot easier, guys. But we're going to frost this as best we can. I'm not going to have y'all watch me fumbling over this, but basically you're going to get it all the top and the sides covered. And my daughter wants her birthday party for her son is going to be Sesame Street. So she wanted Sesame Street colors on her cake. So what I'm going to do, guys, she wants Cookie Monster blue, Elmo red, Oscar the Grouch green, and unfortunately I couldn't find yellow in these bags, but she also wanted Big Bird yellow. So I'm going to use these. These are what we're going to use to decorate. We're going to put the ABCs, 1, 2, 3s on the blocks, and some of them are obviously we're going to spell out Happy Birthday Jackson, so that you can see it's for him. I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of these frosted, and then we'll get to decorating, guys. Okay guys, time to do some of our decorative frosting. Let's start with our green here. Take that little cap off. Grab you a pair of scissors. Probably don't want to do this right over the cake because you don't know where this is going to end up. So I'm just going to come down here off to the side and take our scissors just like this. Just cut the tip off. And yep, like I said, that went flying. So we're going to take this, guys, and we're going to decorate. This is just for the letters and numbers. So first of all, I'm going to do the happy birthday part. So there's our H. Going to do everyone in a different color. So that's what we're doing. going to go ahead and grab the yellow because it's a different little setup than the other ones. So you take the lid off and you just peel this little piece of plastic or little piece of foil off. And our yellow probably going to be a little bit thicker because it doesn't have as fine of a tip. Go and do the A with the yellow. Yeah, this is a little bit thicker than the other ones, but it'll still work. Hopefully, let's see. Might have to clean that up a little bit, but there's our A. Just grab a knife there and clean that up. Make it look like it's all part of one. So there's our A. I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of them decorated, guys. We're not going to do all alphabet. We're going to do some numbers on them as well. So we'll see y'all with the final product here in a little bit, guys. All right, guys. I got all the letters and the alphabet and the numbers. Letters and numbers on the cakes. They didn't quite turn out as what I expected for building blocks. Told you I'm not the best decorator in the world, but I think my daughter and my grandson will still love them. Of course, my grandson probably won't even remember it. It's only his first birthday. But I got these. Happy birthday, Jackson. I've got some others. You see those cake boxes back there, guys? We're gonna get them put in. Head to the birthday party.
Alright, you guys have to blow. I'm gonna hold it. You guys are blowing it out.
Okay.
Grandpa?
Yeah.
Ready? Okay, you two start it.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jackson. Happy birthday to you.
Alright, you two blow it out. Alright, takers. Ready? Are you ready?
Set it down. Nah, you will pass out.
He will.
This is his cake. Have at it, Bubba. Get you
Get it, Bubba, get it.
Num 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 num.
Get it, Bubba, get it.
Oh yeah, let's get in there. God, this is gonna be a disaster. Jackson seems to be enjoying himself.
And that was a fun time making those cakes. Birthday party was pretty fun too. So guys, like and share this video if you want. And if you hadn't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And I'm always looking for your comments. So if you have any recipe ideas or questions, send them to me.